Coach, how nice is it that Dalton can get you buckets and points in a row like he did there tonight?
Well, he did, and you think about the night he had, 13 buckets on 21 attempts. Pretty good night, and he made his free throws, which he should be making more than he did tonight. But it just not what he did, but is it good? It's good. If teammates know what he's capable of doing, they obviously start looking for him. But we got a lot of production from him. I thought JP Estrella's minutes were big tonight, but I thought what Jemiah Shaq and when you look at the stat sheet, and Josiah James won't show up, but they scored, but they made some big plays out there. Santi was solid like he always is. I think they did a good job on the cowardly game, his rushing, but I thought everyone that went in gave us good minutes.
Other than what Dalton did, what was different in the second half compared to that first half?
Well, you go back, I mean, I've said their tandem there in the backcourts is lethal as any we play. They're quick, they get down the court. I've told you guys, I mean, Coach Stackhouse has great schemes, and he's got them where they really execute. We knew they were going to play at their pace. We knew that, and they've got guards that can, they got that wiggle to them, and they were really twisting us up. We were not great with our ball screen, but they made that play. I mean, we were trying. They just made some good plays. And then finally we got where we were doing a good job of Jonas coming over making plays, and we're trying to peel off and help that way, and again trying to shut down the backside. But it took a lot of guys to do it, believe me, because they are a very difficult team to guard with the schemes that they have.
Is there a certain comfort, Rick, in a game like this that you know Dalton can kind of go on a little mini run himself and flip a game the way he did tonight?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not going to tell you. I mean, yeah, and I think teams. But I would say tonight the guy that I thought blew the game open was Jordan Gainey's three when they went 1-3-1 in the corner. I thought that's a huge play, huge play. Jemiah Shaq came in and got 2 rebounds. I thought that's when the game kind of tilted our way. But the fact is, you know, Dalton's teammates, you know, they have confidence, and we all do, and but we still, honestly, we think he can get better. And the more we play, the better he's going to get. Like, it wasn't real good. It was on me that you don't want to isolate him out front with a guy like Minion guarding him. I mean, it's hard on him, and for anybody that size with a guy that can guard like he guards. But he backed down one time, and I think Lawrence tipped away from him. But those are the plays he's got to clean up.
How nice was it to have JP come in and give you
I thought big minutes, and again, he's earning it in practice, and those are big minutes. We need to obey to stay out of foul trouble, but Jonas was good. You know, they were attacking him every time he got a rebound. They were obviously their game plan was to be physical, not let him get his space, and heavy gap. First half, we should have shot 13 threes. We shot 8. We turned down too many shots in the first half, and we should have shot it and tried to rebound it, even though I thought they were good game plan. They were working hard not to let us get to the glass, but we didn't move the ball, didn't move people enough in the first half.
Coach, was that a point of emphasis at halftime? You took 14 threes in the second half.
Yeah, we said we got to shoot the ball. We knew they were going to be heavy gap. I mean, we knew that, and we knew they didn't want us to get in the lane off penetration and look to post the ball. We knew that, but we were starting out. What we don't want to do is just trying to dribble penetrate without moving it side to side and trying to get some downhill runs. And but the second half, again, we played fast, but then we slowed down in the half court. We got to keep the flow going, and when we do that, that's when we're really at our best.
In these road games, when the offense is struggling and Dalton starts hitting some shots, how much do you see that loosen up the rest of the players on the court?
Well, I would not only say Dalton, I would say Jordan and Santi. I mean, those guys start hitting it, and you know, again, Josiah is capable of doing that. And, but yeah, but you know, obviously you guys have watched Dalton, and you know, he's not afraid to go with it. You know, I don't think he's certainly. We got some guys that aren't afraid to shoot the ball. And first half, we were just turning down shots because we kept wanting to be aggressive, but they were back in there so far, and they were heavy gap, and we were trying to get through those gaps without any type of movement with the ball or players.
Get an explanation on your technical, what happened there?
No, give him kudos. You know, I mean. I don't know if I've ever had one when I was talking to another referee and another guy did it, but he thought I deserved it, and give him credit for it.
How is this Jordan Gainey different from the one just a couple weeks ago?
Well, I think all players go through shooting slumps, and I think when he was struggling, he was really fast pulling the trigger when he really wasn't set, and and it starts playing with your mind. I thought when he got back to being a player and knowing that he doesn't have to make threes to impact winning, because he drives, he's learning here at this level now. If he gets in there, he's going to have to get it higher off the glass. But he's had, like yesterday in practice, honestly, the whole time in practice yesterday, I said, I hope he hasn't used them all up today, because he was spectacular in practice yesterday. And I'm like, man, I just hope he hadn't used them all up.
You've talked a lot about Josiah and Santi kind of being those comfort blanket guys. Would you describe more players at this point as kind of reaching that level for you?
Obviously, Zakai got a tough matchup, and they were screening him. They were really attacking him on ball screens. He wasn't getting his space. We weren't fighting to get the ball. Kept getting locked into the sideline. We're not particularly do a lot of side ball screens, but we're getting over there, and they did a great job of going to attack the ball and get him locked into the sideline. It's almost like he's playing against three guys over there. But you know, we talk about fix-it guys. The older guys are the ones that do it. I mean, there's no doubt that even Jonas at the end, you know, when he really started going down, we said, hey, if they get downhill, which is hard to keep them from getting there, he is going to go make a play on the ball. The other guys, you know, Shaq's got to peel back in and get his guy and the backside, because they do a great job of hammering that backside and looking for those corner threes and extra passes. But our older guys, and you guys have watched them, they have a great way to help each other and fix things on the fly. We told them coming in today, because we got so much respect for Coach Stackhouse and his team, that Santi actually said to the guys today, if you give up, lose concentration for a half a second, they're going to take advantage of it. And I think that's the respect our guys have for this program here, and they knew they were going to have to be on edge and try to help each other.
Talk about those veterans making plays that don't show up in the box score. What are some examples of that?
Well, a simple one was, you know, when we said Jonas is going to make a play on the ball when he gets down here. He's going to go try to block it, and it's so important that those other guys, like I said, peel off. Somebody's got to get the guy rolling to the basket. It's normally a guard there. And on the backside, if they screen, being able to switch it out, or then, you know, no one's scouting report. If I got two, who do I want to bluff at and stay? Who do I want to fake at and hope they make the pass and I can guard it? But it's on ball screens, off-ball screens where they talk. Like today, again, they got downhill once on Z where Dalton didn't switch out because he's not at that point yet. We got to get him there. But scout report, and again, some of that could be fatigue, but it's just there's so many little things that go on out there that those guys do that where I know the older group is really connected.
Rick, offensively, Jonas would get the ball several times in the middle of the floor when they double the ball screens. It seemed like he usually made the right play, avoided the charge. How much growth has he shown?
Well, he has. Again, he knew that he should have sprayed it. I mean, Jonas normally makes his free throws, obviously, but Jonas can pass it. We don't mind letting him be the playmaker from there. They're going to come hard. Obviously, the key is getting it out of there quick, especially when they hit it quick. But Jonas, he'll make the right play, and I thought he was aggressive a couple of times going in to dunk the ball and play it. And but again, I give a lot of credit to him because when they saw what was going on, they started talking to each other. Like Dalton said, next time we do this, I'm cutting to the basket. Look for me on the lob. When you get players starting to talk like that, you know they're locked in to what's going on out there, and honestly, it's fun to watch them do that.
Coach, after
Rick, is it like a when you talk about those moments in the first half where guys are getting a little bit maybe timid or turned down open shots? Is that just a human nature thing you have to combat? Like when things aren't going great, sometimes guys just
no. I think you got to give them credit. I mean, they came out exactly what we thought. You know, being aggressive and moving the ball, and we knew they were going to get downhill. We figured they would. You went back and looked at last year's tape. They really did a work on our 5 and 4s where they hurt us a lot. We talked a lot about that this week, and when they changed the lineup, we were concerned about some things and thinking, okay, this is what's coming. But again, Coach Stackhouse makes so many really good in-game adjustments that goes back to what Santi says. You've got to take pride in wanting to guard your own man, but more importantly, want to understand over and over. We say, play our principles, and we'll find a way to work through it. And we were able to do it against a team that has been in, other than maybe one game this year, they've fought everybody that's come in here.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.